Hi, I'm Anita Potter from Anita Potter Productions, and we're going to continue on with our mixing series, part 2. Now, we last left off, I realized I made a mistake when I was editing the video, that when I selected all the tracks down here to turn them down, I accidentally selected my mix bus. So I'm going to come over here to my mix bus fader, and you can tell that the volume has been set by -5 dB. You can reset it by just double clicking on the fader, and back to 0 it goes. So, oops, my bad. So now I'm going to start my timer on my phone, and we shall get on with going down. So we're going to take a listen to the floor tom. Where's that panned? 60 left. Okay. Let me listen to it within the kit here. Sneak it up closer. Solo the drums. Yeah, the toms could be a little more awesome, so I'm going to double click on both of these tracks, the floor tom and the rack tom. Double click the first one, shift double click the second one, and I'm going to grab the item volume line and I'm going to gain it up about, we'll go about 2, and then check it again. Okay, so I'm going to try to deselect that one. I'm going to go to the FX. I'm going to stick with the EQ. As you can see, I got some new plugins today. Let's see. Click on my EQ folder. Click on the Q range. To turn it on first. Let's see. And want to get it out of the kick range, so I'm going to drag it over to, well, probably about there, and then, oops, which one is it? The floor tom. Solo the floor tom and listen. Oh, how the hell? Helps if I'm right there. There's a high ring I don't particularly want, so I'm gonna go go to 10 and change this to, let's try a high shelf, and then drag it down a little. I need to loop that. Click my little loop. Okay, might try to take out some of that other high stuff, so I'll select 11, change it to high cut. Let's see what that does. Okay, might do the same with the other tom, so we're going to listen to that one first. It's a higher pitch. Open this FX window back up, close that one, and a neat little trick that I learned on accident, you can drag this to the FX button on the next track, and it has the same thing on it. I might have to low pass that a little more because it's a higher sound. Oh, that. Let's see if I can change the slope. Where's it at? 113. Okay, so let's listen to the drum right there. we'll probably do more with that. I just wanted to get that a little bit. Now we got cymbals. Now I was looking at the samples that were in here. There's just a splash, explosion. I didn't need a second one of. All these other samples here are kicks and snares. So no tom ones, unless I do have some tom samples. So if I feel like I need to add a little more oomph to it, I will add samples to it. So we're gonna check out the crash. Explosion. Let's try out this crash. It's not terribly anything, so we'll just, and I keep forgetting I can drag it. Just click the Q range. High pass or low cut. There we go. We change that to 24. Drag it, maybe. Why won't you drag? Why is this not dragging? Don't know why it didn't want to drag. Okay. Drag it back over here. Okay. We'll keep it as that. And the splash, I'll just drag this over here. Close this window. Seeing as like cymbals and hats are usually up in the upper ranges of the audio spectrum, we will just keep the EQ towards there, and I can just adjust it. So I'm going to solo the splash. That one I might have to. And see, it doesn't even take up that. Do I even need it? I don't even need the low pass on it. So I will come over here to one at 10 kilohertz. I might actually do this one and change this to a high shelf and lower it. So it's not so splashy. Okay, and now we have the explosion. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I wasn't even soloing that splash. That sounds bad. So let's go back to our FX. Turn this off. Where is that going? Let's see. Oh, you know what? They're in the wrong spot. Let's see. Where's that one at? 30. I want to move this one to 30 right. There we go. Okay. Let's solo those two again. Okay. Now that's much better. All right. Now we've got the explosion. Get this window out of the way. This one I'm going to need too. High pass. Because let's drag that over to. Alright, let's solo that real quick. Let's try an experiment. I'm going to go to here. And I'm going to drag it up a little. Might even move it over. That might be too much. That's way too much. Okay, well, let's hear it in with the drums. Seems a little lackluster, but we'll figure this out. So let me check this 2-track again. Think I might need a kick sample. So, not a kick, snare sample. My bad. I don't know what this one is. That's a kick. Don't need a kick. It's the same thing as that. Kick, more kicks. Snare. Okay, let's see it with this the 2-track. Oh, left and right. Should probably add them both. Okay. Let's mute those 2 again and go to the next ones. Great rock snare. Okay. We're just testing them out. Addictive big kit. Not liking that one. And I'm not sure what. This one's just a lone. Nope. So, not the big kit. It's a toss-up between the hard rock and the great rock. So, let's listen to those 2 again. And then the great rock ones. May have to hear them in context with the tracks. So I'm going to unsolo the drum bus. Or wait a minute, I'd already unsoloed the drum bus. Shoot. Right. Oh, you can love it, believe it, you better believe it. Had enough of your games and I don't need. Actually, let's go ahead and just mute the vocals and the background vocals real quick. I'm going to mute the buses, because those still need to be really dealt with. Okay, now let's try the hard rock snare. Oops, let's not solo it. All right, I like the great rock snare, so we will unmute those, drag those 2 tracks up underneath that. Then I'm gonna double click the top one, shift double click that one, go to my actions and create a stereo track. And then delete this empty track here. And then give it a whirl. As soon as I can get down to like the guitars and the bass and that, those will clear that up. I may do some funky stuff with the drums. I might crush it. I don't know yet. I know I will add reverb to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a new folder track down at the bottom so I can move all the samples away. I'll call it, I usually just call it reference, even though it's not really a reference. So I'm going to grab all these muted tracks, shift click, and then drag it all the way to the bottom. Go back up, turn that into a folder track. Can unmute all of those because I'm going to go ahead and mute this. And collapse that down, and I'm going to change the track color to this to yellow, because that's usually what I set it at, and that always stays at the bottom. So when I move stuff that I don't need, I'll put them down there to get them out of my way and keep my session clean. So we have finished basically the drums. We have shakers. Let's shaker track. Solo this real quick. I don't know if there's a hi-hat in this thing, but I do know I want to keep the shaker away from the hi-hat, so I'm going to choose a different EQ because that's what we do. I have no idea. I don't know what this SonEQ is. Guess we'll find out because I've never used it really. Right. I don't want the low boost, low frequency. Is that a cut? Oh, high pass is off. How do I turn? Oh. Oh, maybe I'm doing the wrong one. There we go. Low pass. Dang it. I want to keep it out of the way of the kick and the bass. Oh, it's so hard to see that with kilohertz. Okay. I don't know what that does. Mid gain. Doesn't really do much. High frequency is 12. Let me just high pass. I'm confused. This is confusing to me. Okay, let's go ahead and re-solo the drums. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Let's look at the output clip. Oops. Dang it. Click happy. Ah, there, that's where we go. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this extra shaker and this extra control click, shift. Oh, good Lord. Click, control click, yeah. Drag these down into our reference thing. Of course, I have to expand it and make track is the last track and folder. Select that, unmute it because that whole section's muted. So now we got that out of the way. Can move on to unsolo the drums here. Move on to the tambourine. So let's just go ahead and we'll just try to use this SonEQ again. Like I said, I haven't really used it, so I'm not entirely sure everything that it does. So we're going to solo the tambourine. Let's turn that off. Turn the output down. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, we'll check the... Ah, and my timer is done. So we will come back and start with the tambourine next time. And I'll leave links in the description below to the SonEQ. I put the Q range in the last video, and I will leave a link for this one to download it because I'm pretty sure it's a free plugin. And that's it for part 2. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.